Hey everybody, Sneakby here from Sneakby Gaming. Just getting ready to continue the never-ending quest of Bingo Boffin. I don't know how far we are from the end, but it's getting. I think we're getting to the close. We just finished up our welcoming feast, and I think we're going to have to take our leave here.
Are you
This is a
ready to
nice little
leave Mao House?
area. Are you ready to leave Maltool Hall? I must say my goodbyes to the good folk of the village and meet you at the southern path outside the village. All right, so we got to talk to Ruse and Iola, and we'll see where we go from there. I think they're all the way back out to be at the entrance here. I guess I can get on my horse and go a little bit faster.
What brings you to Maurtulhau?
I suppose you're no Duvidade after all. Travel with care of the roads that lead from Gloomglens. Return with Bingo someday. I'll have a friendly greeting from Ruse to be sure.
What brings thee to more Toolhow?
We do not roam far afield from Mar Tulholm, but time from time one of our folks will get an unusual yearning for travel, to bring us news from distant lands. That is why I want to warn you about the road north. Orcs, half-orcs, and other fouler sorts have been made camp out that way, and they allow none to pass. None shall pass. There may be fighting if you try to follow the road. Take care, Bingo. You do not need me to say that, but I know it's but just the same, Sneakby. All right.
Orcs on the northern road? It was good of Iola to warn us.
But we cannot let fear of them keep us from continuing our journey. Let me know when you're ready to leave, and we'll leave once more upon the road.
I am ready to go if you are.
I think we're ready to go.
The end of Bingo's journey approaches with every step, but rumors tell of a blockade that might slow his progress along the road.
That's not good. When Theodore and I passed this way on the southward journey, there was a great massing of orcs and half-orcs on the ruins just ahead. We were able to slip by unnoticed, but I do not think it'll be as fortunate this time. If it does come to fighting, you should try to protect Bingo from the swords and arrows of the orcs. I'll have my hands full trying to keep them from felling Theodore with a lucky stroke. Perhaps we could skirt the ruins so the numbers have increased. We'll not know until we get closer. Bingo! If there are orcs ahead, try to stay behind Sneaky. When Theodore came this way, they seemed ready for war. I hope they don't see us. And I saw an orc holding his knife to his teeth. Don't tangle with him, Bingo. I do not like the sound of this orc blockade, Sneaky. It's one thing to squish bugs in a dragon lair, but quite another to fight creatures such as orcs. I do not think I'm prepared for this. I'll do as Haley suggests and let you do all the fighting. Well, thanks very much. Come on, Bingo. I don't see any orcs. Where'd they go? There they... Oh, brigands. They fled the coop and they left some treasure behind. Well, these are weaklings. We need to pass. We can work something out, can't we, boys? We'll take all the coins you've got, and one more thing. Your lives, too. I fancy that purple hat. I want it. Don't give it up, Theodore. It's not worth it. We could take them. Bingo has something to say. Can't just take Theodore's hat. Is this how you were raised? Oh my goodness. Is this Shire Rat jesting with us? Well, you see, I'm level 103, you're level 15. You there, well, do you say is with blood spilling time? I suppose you fancy yourself adventures. Well, you have to give us what we want, or you'll find ourselves on the wrong side of our blade. You silently appraise the band of brigands, taking in their mismatched clothes and their poor quality weapons. These men are very inexperienced, most likely wield shovels and plows than knives and swords. They're new to banditry, and if they does come to combat, you know something else. All these men will be dead before Bingo has uncovered his eyes. You're not going to pay? Die. Come on. Let me fight. Bingo coughs and strides forward. What's this? I do not think you're in a position to talk. I beg your pardon? I think I am, and you may call me Bingo. I've been on a rather long journey, and I've seen quite a lot. Is that so? You haven't seen anything deadlier than me and my boys, I wager? Not true. I've seen ferocious beasts, frightening rays, and even a dragon. A dragon? Hold it together, Will. What does it matter? I can end your life as easily as I speak to you, Bingo. Maybe, but I have come to know something on this journey. I am tougher than I look, and my friends are at least as tough as they look. They would come to my aid, and I would come to theirs. Yes, we're friends now. We're partners. We're companions. The little fellow speaks sense, Graham. Did you really see a dragon? We did. It was quite impressive. I woke it. By tripping over your feet. Be glad you weren't there. There are no dragons around Bree. Why are we here, Graham? Where are we, by the way? Banditry and thieving seems easier than farming. How was I to know this mad hobbit and his dangerous friends would come along? Staying home would have been easier for me, too. We've not found a quiet place where you could try farming once again? Is that something we can do? But of course. Perhaps you're right. Let's go, boy. Life as a farmer is more appealing than death as a brigand. We didn't even have to fight. Oh. I want to thank you for letting your friend talk some sense into Graham. I wasn't certain this endeavor was going to work. And when we saw your group approaching on the road, I became convinced that we were about to die. Our career as brigands was short-lived, but better than our own lives be short. The orcs abandoned this blockade by the time we arrived. Graham thinks something must have drawn them away in a hurry, too. Whatever the reason, they left some plunder behind. I want you to give it to Bingo as a gift from those whose lives he saved today. Farewell. It will be farming for the rest of us from now on, as it should have always been. Ooh, there's treasure. Many gold coins. What do you got to think about that, Bingo? Willem wants me to have the treasure? Well, I suppose I can bring it with us. I did not do anything to deserve it, but its rightful owners are probably not going to come looking for it. The orcs that collected in the first place likely saw to that. I'm glad not come to the bloodshed today, seeing me. I took one look at the brigands and knew they were no match for any of us. They needed words more than they needed to suffer from the poor decisions to accost us. I'm ready to continue our homeward journey. Alright, we're heading up towards Breeland, looks like. Where does this take us? We are in Bree. We are down south? Alright.
We have come a long way. I can hardly believe it.
And the tree-lined paths of Breeland seem quite welcome in comparison to some of the lands we've traveled. Do you remember when we began? Bree seemed so distant and exotic, but now it appears friendly and quaint to my eyes. This is a joyful return, but my heart is not gladdened by everything today. For Haley and Theodore have decided to take back their leave of us now that we've come back to the Northlands. All right.
I bid you and Bingo a fond farewell.
I like that purple outfit. It's been quite an enjoyable journey, my friends, but there are even greater adventures that demand my attention. I may be retired from the treasure-seeking game, but I think I've had my fill of dragons. But there are surely other adventures out there just waiting to be had. I bid you and Bingo a fond farewell. If you ever have need of journeying a companion in the future, look to the most dangerous spot, for that's where you'll find me.
I will see you again. If Theodore doesn't get me eaten by a dragon first.
Goodbye, friends. Now that I think about it, too much more of Theodore's stupidity may make that seem a mercy. Let me know if you find a hungry dragon in your future travels, Snigby, just in case. All right.
I suppose every journey has to come to an end sometime.
I'm sad to see them go, Snigby, but I suppose that every journey must come to an end sometime. The end of our own journey approaches. Next week, Bingo returns home. I think that's the last one. Bart Bartley has come to Andraith in Breland. Okay.
My journey is nearly over.
Where is Andraith in Breland? Oh, there he is. Let me bring my names back up so I can see them. All right, what do we have this time?
Fine items on offer.
And distant cousin. We'll read that one. We'll read that one. Theodore's goose hat. I like my hat, though. Nice. Ew. Cool. All right, everybody. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take my leave of you one more time. I will come back with you next episode where I believe we get Bingo safely home. With that being said, everybody, this is Snigby signing off. Have a great day. And if you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Sure makes my life a lot better. Anyway, have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.